For people trading in the stock market or those interested and enthusiastic about making money through trading, futures and options are something which keeps attracting them. These days, people are getting more and more inquisitive about futures and options. And why wouldn't they be? After all, you can generate almost 10 times of the profit you can ever make through stocks with the same amount of capital. But before we get into how to make money through futures and options, it's important that we understand what exactly are futures and options and what are the risks associated with them. Futures and options are a kind of derivatives. Now, what are derivatives? Derivatives are financial instruments which derive their value from some other asset. And this asset might not be a financial asset in itself. We can have a derivative of stock, we can have a derivative of bond, currencies, commodities, and even agricultural products like onions and potatoes. Derivatives of potatoes? Yes, you heard it right. Let's quickly get into the history of derivatives to understand how did they came into picture and what were they primarily used for. Humans have never liked the idea of uncertainty, and the need to offset this uncertainty gave rise to the evolution of derivatives. The formal derivatives contract which we see these days started with the Chicago Board of Trade, which was a joint market by farmers. Let's take a very easy example to understand derivatives. We all buy potatoes and we know the price of the same keeps fluctuating through the year. Potatoes might be a very small budget of our monthly budget, but for those dealing in quintals and quintals of potatoes like the potato farmers, potato processing companies like McDonald's, Lay's, etc., a small fluctuation in the price of potatoes might move and shake their entire budget. Here comes in picture derivatives where the buyers and the sellers of potatoes could lock in the price, quality, quantity, delivery date and place beforehand so that the price fluctuation could not affect them. Now, let's take this example further through a hypothetical situation. Imagine there is a potato farmer who harvests 1,000 quintals of potatoes per year, and there's a chips making company which requires 1,000 quintals of potatoes every year to manufacture chips. They both enter into a contract to buy and sell 1,000 quintals of Barot potato at 950 rupees per quintal at Barot district on 30th May 2025. Now, in the meantime, the price of the potatoes would not remain the same, and it might so happen that on May 30th 2025, the price of Barot potatoes might go up to 1100 or it can come down to 750 rupees as well. But since both the parties have agreed to buy and sell at 950 rupees, they both have to honor the contract at 950 only. And by this way, they can rule out the price uncertainty. This is how the modern day derivatives contract came into picture. Derivatives were primarily used to hedge, that is to rule out price uncertainty. But with time, market makers and traders started to use it for speculation as well. Today, there are basically 4 types of derivatives: forwards, futures, options and swaps. The instruments which are basically used for trading are futures and options. However, we would understand forwards as well to have a better understanding of futures. Forwards are customized, tailor-made contracts for big institutional players, generally not traded on stock exchanges. Forwards are basically over-the-counter product. They have their guarantors and regulators as well. The biggest difference between forwards and futures is that futures are standardized contracts traded on stock exchanges and guaranteed by the clearinghouse. However, forwards are customized over-the-counter products. Now let's take an example of a very popular stock, Reliance Industries. These days, Reliance Industries is trading at around 1200. However, you think that the prices of the Reliance Industries can go up to 1500 and you're pretty sure about it. Now, to capitalize this opportunity at a very low capital, what you can do is you can buy Reliance futures to buy Reliance shares 3 months down the line. Now, 3 months from now, No matter Reliance prices go up to 2000 or they come down to 1000 rupees, you can buy Reliance shares at 1500 as agreed in the futures contract. Futures are ready-made contract traded on the stock exchanges and guaranteed by the clearinghouse. Here you might not know who your counterparty is. A counterparty is one with whom you enter into the contract, and the exchange itself sort of becomes your counterparty. In the futures market, stock exchanges play a very big role. They create liquidity for the futures contract being traded, and also they provide guarantee of them being executed. Futures contracts are available in lot sizes decided by the exchange from time to time. For example, Reliance futures are available in lot sizes of 250. Stock futures are available in 3 different expiries: near month, next month, and far month. However, index futures are available for weekly expiries as well. Because of the high liquidity of the futures market, it is used for hedging and speculation both. And because of the leverage provided by brokers, retail traders like you and I also get tempted to trade in them. Now, let's understand forwards with a real-time business scenario. Just imagine Microsoft has made some credit sale to a Japanese company worth 20 million Japanese yen. Microsoft being a US company, it would want to record this transaction in US dollars rather than Japanese yen. The payment for this transaction would be received in 5 months' time. Now, for 20 million Japanese yen and 5 months of maturity, a ready-made futures contract might not be available in the market. Or even if it is available, it might not be that competitively priced. So, for a solution to this problem, Microsoft can approach a big institutional player like JP Morgan and buy a forward contract to sell 20 million Japanese yen after 5 months. This is what a forward contract is, where the contract is made to suit the needs of the client, like the notional amount, the expiry, delivery, and settlement, etc. Contrary to what is stated by most YouTubers, forwards contracts are also regulated. Can you imagine such big players like Microsoft and JP Morgan entering into a contract without any kind of regulations? The main difference between futures and forwards is that forwards contracts are like an a la carte order in a restaurant, where you can specify your needs and get your order customized, while futures contracts are like a buffet spread, where you have to select from the buffet spread itself according to your needs. I hope the concept of forwards and futures are clear to you. There can be n number of derivatives, some of which might be very highly liquid and very widely traded, like futures and options, and some of them might not be that liquid or that widely traded, like forwards and swaps. In our next video, we will take the concept further to understand options. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Do not forget to share this video with your friends and click on the bell icon so that you get notifications for the upcoming videos.